Redevelopment of older business districts can include complete replacement of the pavement as well as installation of underground utilities. Center City, North Bay, Ontario is a case in point. According to North Bay engineer Brian Baker, some 150,000 square feet of interlocking concrete pavement made a durable solution to the utility, walk, and street rehabilitation in 1983. Refurbishing the center of this resort city increased retail business. Practically none of the pavers have been damaged from snowplows or de-icing salts. Pavers are able to endure severe winter conditions because they're made of high-density, low-absorption concrete. Another key to durability can be credited to adequate compaction of the aggregate base, as well as testing and inspection during construction of the North Bay project. Most local standards for aggregate base materials, thickness, compaction, and inspection provide a good foundation for interlocking concrete pavements. If no local construction standards for pavement bases exist, then follow the advice in Tech Spec bulletins. These are available from the Interlocking Concrete Pavement Institute. They provide guidance on base design and construction. As with the construction of any pavement, quality control is essential to paving streets that will withstand repeated truck traffic, like they do in North Bay. Concrete pavers are manufactured in factories, not on site. Therefore, they can have greater consistency and durability than conventional paving materials. Many cities encourage citizens to renovate homes in historic districts to preserve a piece of their past. Part of the heritage in these residential areas is old brick streets. In 1985, the city of Dayton, Ohio renovated an old street. An inlay of concrete pavers matched the look of adjacent brick streets. The existing asphalt was ground away, enabling an inlay of concrete pavers to match curb elevations. In 1985, the city paved the first mechanically installed street in North America. Mechanical installation requires the use of special machinery and pavers manufactured in the final laying pattern. Paving time was cut in half by using mechanized equipment. At the end of each day, the completed portion of pavement was immediately open to traffic. 6 months later, a utility cut in the pavement was made by the local gas company. After the repairs were made, the base was replaced, and the same pavers reinstated. Unlike asphalt or poured concrete, no ugly patches or damage to the pavement occurred, demonstrating one of the unique advantages of pavers over conventional materials. Since Dayton, many other city streets have been mechanically paved. One example is Pine Crescent, a residential street in Toronto, Ontario. Deteriorated clay brick was replaced with 70,000 square feet of concrete pavers in 1991. The residents received the appearance of brick in their street, plus the winter durability of concrete pavers. Utility cuts are normal in most streets. London, Ontario took a second look at concrete pavers to facilitate gas line repairs in the winter when cold patch asphalt did not work. Low-density concrete base, bedding sand, and concrete pavers were placed and immediately opened to traffic. The pavers were intended to be a temporary wintertime fix, but were left by the city because they were performing so well and at a cost less than using cold patch asphalt. Recreation and cultural facilities are places where citizens feel and act most like a community. A diversity of projects follow, infused with greater vitality by the color, patterns, and textures of concrete pavers. For example, Fort Lauderdale, Florida is the springtime party destination for thousands of students, not to mention tourists all year round. The 2-mile beach promenade needed a pavement that could be inexpensively reinstated after a severe storm and high tides. Concrete pavers were the solution. In fact, they have survived high water intact with practically no damage. Concrete pavers in the intersections emphasize safe places for pedestrians to cross. The crosswalks caution drivers to watch out for them. The sidewalk paver pattern groups several units together with tight joints and no chamfers around the edges. Pavers with large chamfers placed at regular intervals create a diagonal pattern. Further up the East Coast, a project by the City of Virginia Beach, Virginia, transformed the image of a well-used resort into a refreshing pedestrian promenade with 50,000 square feet of pavers. Pedestrian walks connecting the beach to the adjacent commercial area were converted into mini-parks. Each has designs imitating sand sculptures. Concrete pavers allowed access to the beach by city vehicles for maintenance and sand replenishment. Much further north, over 200,000 square feet of concrete pavers set the stage at the Forks in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Restaurants, cafes, shops, a riverwalk, and museums now provide a backdrop to festivals and concerts on the river throughout the summer. Since its start in 1989, the Forks supports many recreational, historic, and cultural activities. The 20-year phased development plan will continue using concrete pavers. Pavers tie together these diverse activities and the buildings that support them. Zoos offer boundless educational opportunities, but creating or expanding a zoo can stretch capital improvement budgets. A popular way in Winnipeg to raise funds was by selling engraved commemorative pavers. A playful aspect of the project is the footprints of some of the zoo animals. They have left their signature with the names of the donors. Parks offer a quiet place to sit and relax. A small one, named Parc La Vigerie in the village of Saint-Foy near Quebec, creates a respite for office workers and students. Almost 13,000 square feet of concrete pavers invite pedestrians into the place and focus the eyes and ears on the fountain. The home of the World Series champion Toronto Blue Jays, the Toronto Sky Dome, is also home to over 140,000 square feet of concrete pavers in pedestrian plazas. Concrete pavers were chosen because Toronto needed to complement an impressive structure with impressive pavement. The city also needed long-term durability and low maintenance. The home of the NBA's Orlando Magic in Orlando, Florida, has a magical design around it, made with 1 million pavers. The arena is the hub of the Orlando Centerplex, an 80-acre recreation and cultural center. The pavers tie together the arena, the Performing Arts Center, a convention center, and a hotel. We conclude our tour with a park that reflects the ethnic and cultural influences of a neighborhood called Overtown, near Miami, Florida. A local artist borrowed a graphic theme from kente cloth, woven by nomadic tribes from North Africa. Bold and colorful graphics give new meaning to the term urban fabric. These intricate patterns could have only been done with concrete pavers. We have visited a few examples of thousands of municipal projects with interlocking concrete pavements. Projects were made safer, more enjoyable, and friendly with pavers. Urban identity and sense of community were enhanced. Economic development, pavement rehabilitation, and recreation projects in your city can benefit from this unique, beautiful, and durable pavement. The members of the Interlocking Concrete Pavement Institute can provide design guidelines and technical assistance to help make your projects a success.